Okay, okay, guys, welcome to this Freeboot Code Camp. I'm Oyale Peter, freelance developer. I develop for mobile, web, and for desktop. So the main focus of this class is going to be JavaScript and what you can use it for. But like before we jump into that, learning the programming language, let's just like see whether your system can take everything and like set up your environment. Okay, yeah. So these are the few tasks I've set up for today. First, to check your system requirements so that you see whether your system can run like everything. Because sometimes you have like multiple tabs open. Then from there we can like just jump into other things. Okay, so I don't know if you're using a Windows or a Mac, but if you're using a Mac, just check the box. Okay, Macs don't come with RAMs less than 8 gig, or I think 4 gig. But if you're using a Mac, I'm sure you shouldn't have any problem. But if you're using a Windows and your RAM is 2 gig, you're going to probably have some lag. Yeah, so that's going to be a problem. So to check your RAM, just like open your Windows, press your Windows button, then type system information. And like here you can see everything. You can see the physical installed physical memory RAM. See, my RAM is 12 gig, so like everything I want to do can run at the same time without any lag. It's my voice too low here. This is the first video, so I'm just trying to get used to everything. Okay, so you can check your RAM. If your RAM is 4 gig and up, you shouldn't have any problem. If it is lower, you can try to go and upgrade it. Yeah, I think in every city there's somewhere you can upgrade your RAM. You can just buy and add. Okay, so yeah, we can now move into the software that is used. Okay, since we are working with JavaScript, we are working with web. The major editor you're going to need is going to be Visual Studio Code. And the thing about Visual Studio Code is that it is just an editor. You get, an editor is used for editing the code. It does not run the code. So you need to understand that an editor is just for editing the code. It's just like to open the files and edit the files. So the most preferable, or the one I use, is Visual Studio Code. There are others, but I recommend this. So just simply I'll just search that. And this is it. Yeah, so I have Visual Studio Code presently, but it will know which platform you're using. So if you're on Windows, it just tell you Windows, and you can download that. Okay, so for the installation, you simply when you've downloaded the file, you just run that. Accept. Yeah, that should be default. Next, create a text of action. Yeah, then all these are very important. So just tap this, tap this, tap this, tap all of them, and press install. Okay, all done. Press finish, and that's okay. And when you install it, you just simply open it. Okay, yeah, so this is Visual Studio Code. Let me just some old files I was working with. Yeah, this is how it looks. If it doesn't look like this, you downloaded rubbish. Yeah. So um this area down here, this is your terminal. It is a command prompt. Don't worry, I'll explain what a command prompt is later on. But it is where you can give commands directly to the terminal. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, you will soon. Yeah, and you can come down here, extensions. Okay, these extensions are like, they are like add-ons, things you can add to your editor so that it makes things easier to it makes the editor easier to use. You can add, you see, like language support. Language support like helps, like when if you're typing that code, it will help you predict what you're about to write, and it just makes everything easier. And like if you make a mistake while coding, all these extensions can help you. Yeah, we'll go deeper into that. But I just wanted to show you how this. Okay, if you can't see this terminal, if you can't see this terminal, just press Control and and what's this button called? Don't worry, I'll type it on the screen. You see it on the screen, yeah. So you should be able to see it now. Just type that and it'll come up. It's toggle this terminal. Yeah. So this Explorer here is where you see your files. Yeah. I'll show you how to open this later on when we get deeper into things and everything. So your search bar, you can use it to search everything in your project. Then source control, you don't need that for now. Yeah, so I think that is that. Yeah, can switch back here. Yeah, if you're wondering how I just switched, the shortcut is Alt Tab. Alt and Tab is a very fast way to switch between like windows you have open. Alt and Tab. You should see it on the screen now. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are done with that. Okay, so now we are going into command line tutorials. Okay, so what is a command line? A command line is, let me open it. Just type CMD and you should see command prompts. If you are on a Mac, it's called terminal. So just enter your apps and search for terminal. Yeah. This is the command prompt. Okay, I just wanted to add that if you're not practicing, like if you're not practicing what we are doing now, you're probably not going to learn anything. So if you're going to be watching this video, you have to get your system and actually work with me. Okay, so what is the command prompt? I was thinking of an easy way to explain this, but I can't think of anything. So I came to Google and it's even giving me more sheets. Yeah, the best way for you to understand what you can use it for is just by using it. So let's just jump into that. Okay, so this is the account. I mean my developer account. I have two separate accounts on my system. So like this where I do all my work. So nobody fucks with my shit. Yeah. So this is my developer account. If you look here, you can see users developer, right? And let me just put something here. Yeah. And you can see that the position in the command line is here, is this folder here, right? So on a normal basis, to get to this folder, I would come to Windows C, right? I'll come to users, I'll come to developer. Yeah, so I'm here. And you can see it's the same thing here, like users and Windows C, users, developer. So you can see that I know I am in this folder now. It is like an extension of the folder. I think like this UI was even like this whole UI you see was built on this. Yeah, like it's built based on this. This is actually where all the functionality is run and everything. Okay, so I'm going to start with the most basic commands. How to navigate. Okay, let's say you want to enter this folder, or you want to enter this folder like this. How do you do that? You want to create a new folder, you want to delete a folder, and stuff like that. Yeah. So the reason I'm teaching you this is that using the command line, okay, you're going to be using the command line to give the computer commands as you go on with this, and it's just best if you learn it early on. Yeah. Okay, so the first command is going to be dir. Yeah. So when I typed dir, you can see that a lot of stuff just came up. And what came up is actually what is in this folder. See, directory of users C developer. And if you come here, you can see that all the files that are showing there are what are here. Yeah, you see like test. You come here, you see test. Yeah. I'm trying to take this really slow so everybody catches on. Yeah. Okay, so the first command dir for listing what is in that directory. If you are on a Mac, you type ls. Yeah, or should I just do a separate video for Macs? Yeah, let me just do it. You type ls and it will list what is in your directory. It's almost the same thing. Macs are a bit more locked up, but yeah, there's still a terminal and you can still do all this. Okay, so that is listing what is in a directory. Secondly, we will go to navigating into a directory. So test, let's enter this folder, test folder. We want to enter test folder from here because we are currently in developer. I want to enter test folder. So all you do is just simply type cd test folder. Yeah. So you see the path to change and you are now in test folder, right? So let me open that here too. Where is T? Yeah. You can see the two files here. If you go back to your command line and you type dir, you can see the two files here. Okay. So what if you want to go out of a folder? We are currently in this folder now, but we want to go out. You just press cd and dots, like two dots, two full stop signs, and it will go back to the previous folder. So it will take us back here. Yeah. So what else? You can just try that with random this thing, just enter and just come out so that your hand will get used to that. You are going to use that a lot. You can go back. And okay, another tip is while you're typing, like I'm trying to get into this developer folder. While you're typing, when you press tab, it will show you suggestions, like to complete it for you. So like you can just know, like just start typing the beginning of the word, and when you just press tab, it will show you a suggestion and you can just enter. Makes things easier. Okay, so we've done navigating. Cd into the folder and cd dot dot to go out of the folder. You can also press CLS to clear your screen, like to clear your terminal. So when I press CLS and I press start, you see everything on the terminal clears now, so it's clean for you to use. On Mac, I think on Mac it is clear. Yeah, I think on a Mac it is clear, but yeah, you can use that. But CD is the same thing on both a Mac and on a Windows. Yeah, so the next thing we'll do is creating folders. So let's create a folder called like my first folder. To create a folder, you type mkdir. Okay, so like mkdir, like make directory, if you want to remember that, mkdir my first folder, and just press enter. Yeah, so if we come and search, yeah, we can see it here. This is the folder we just created. You see it's empty. So you can now go into that folder, and yeah, we're here now. Okay, so another tip, if you are in a folder in the command line and you want to open this explorer in that folder, right? You press, or rather you type start and full stop, and when you press enter, see it's open the folder, it's open an explorer on that folder. Yeah, so it's just another tip. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Deleting, to delete a folder, just type del. It's actually, are you sure? Just press yes, and that should be deleted. Yeah, but that's sometimes it might not work if your terminal doesn't have like administrative access like that. So just note that sometimes deleting functions might not work because this terminal does not have administrative access to my computer. Okay, so the last thing I will explain, or rather the last thing I will explain here, is opening your Visual Studio Code from a folder. You know the way we type start to open the Explorer, we can also type code and full stop, and it will open this in the folder we are in. You get, so you see we're in developer, we're in this, and when we pressed code, see it has opened that. So you're probably going to use that a lot. You're going to use this code function a lot because you're going to be opening a lot of folders in your terminal when you want to edit them. Okay, so what else? Okay, so since you're going to have to play around with that, there are a lot of other commands. There are a lot. You can actually just press like help, yeah, and to show you a lot of commands you can use. Yeah, like you can shut down your system with the command line. You can print stuff. You can open files. See, look at the commands I taught. There are a lot of commands. Like you don't end up using a lot of them, but I've told you the like most common ones. Yeah, you can move files. You can move files and do stuff like that. Yeah. So just press help to see. Yeah. So if yeah, I think that's it. That's it. So just like two last tips. You can change the color. You can change the color of your terminal. Like just type color, then put a random color from 0 to 9, from 1 to 9 rather, and it will change the color of your terminal. And if you want to show someone that you learned something really cool today, use this command. Just type tree. Tree will like show the hierarchy of everything on your system, every file on your system, and it is pretty cool. Yeah. It just keep on going down and down and down and down and down and down and down. Yeah. So you see it's just showing every single file was in every folder. You see Android was under Android, AVD, blah blah blah. Like that. It's a very fast way if you want to see. Okay, let me say I enter down my downloads now. Yeah, in my downloads folder. Got my downloads folder here. And I want to see everything in my downloads folder in the command line here. I just press tree. See, and to show me everything, it show me every folder and everything in every folder. So it's like a really fast way if you're looking for something and you don't want to start clicking through all the folders to see what is inside the folder. Okay, so I think we can call that a wrap. Yeah, just X this. Okay, so okay, so I think we can end here. Yeah, we can end here. So I wanted to say that like this is a personal journey. So although I may be here to guide you, everything you're going to learn, you have to like put in some effort to learn it on your own. Like I taught like 4 commands where you can like take out some time and just like Google useful command prompt commands, yeah. Like and just explore. It's actually the best way to learn new stuff. And the more you explore, the more knowledge you just gather and just makes everything easy in the long run. Yeah, so I think that is all. In the next class we'll learn about live server. It's okay, it's an extension, it's the first extension we're going to use. Remember how I told you guys that we can use extensions. We'll learn how to install live server and how to use it, and we'll start JavaScript in the next class. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any problem with anything I taught, just hit me up on the WhatsApp group. I'm open to answer any question. Yeah. And I hope you like the video. Any suggestions, anything, like since we are all just trying to learn something new, let's just like try and work together and like ask each other questions and stuff like that. Yeah, so have a nice day. See you tomorrow.